Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode. I just lost my notes. This episode. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. This is episode 118. Moneygram uses Visa Direct. Bitcoin bounces and crashes. 60% of Ethereum nodes not ready for upgrade. Now, if you're catching this stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. If you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is on, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, guys. Now, you might be wondering why there's no music in the background. For some reason, I'm getting a bad gateway on my Spotify, which is not really cool, man. Yeah, it's not letting me play here, so I guess I am just... Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to figure out why Spotify is being weird. So, yeah, for some reason it just don't want to play this. So, I guess we'll do a stream without music. I hope it's not too awkward when I do silence for pauses. And, yeah. Anyways, yeah. As I was saying... welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great Wednesday night. So, yeah, let's get on to the news, right? So, what is happening today with the cryptosphere? So, 1 second, guys. I'm still setting stuff up here. There we go. A little bit better now. Still no music, though. Just Spotify really doesn't want to play ball, man. Well, forget about that. Awesome. So let's get on to the news, right? An ex-Morgan Stanley developers has launched a high-speed cryptocurrency derivatives exchange. Now, a group of former software developers from Morgan Stanley announced on Wednesday the launch of a cryptocurrency derivatives exchange called PHEMEX, P-H-E-M-E-X, that aims to execute trades in less than a millisecond for both retail and institutional investors. Now, Jack Tao, an 11-year-old executive with Morgan Stanley, where he was the global development leader of the investment bank electronic trading benchmark execution strategies. So it's the MSET BXS. That's his title. Co-founded the company. He resigned from Morgan Stanley in July. Now, Tao has assembled a team of more than 30 senior developers, including 8 former executives from Morgan Stanley, BES, and enterprise application infrastructure teams. Now, Tao told Reuters in a phone interview that the internet has made possible to communicate and transfer information, so a public blockchain enables instant transfer of value. Now, the platform has been in beta testing phase for several weeks and commenced trading on November 25th. The exchange can manage 300,000 transactions per second and can deliver an order entry and response time of less than 1 millisecond. PHEMEX offers up to 100 times leverage on both retail and institutional investors in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP contracts. Now, contracts will soon be able to be backed by not only crypto assets, but also by traditional financial products such as stock indexes, interest rates, foreign exchange, agricultural commodities, metals, and energy for use to trade easily and with trust, he added. He also noted that the existing crypto derivatives trading platform has been hampered by performance and reliability issues, especially during high volume trading periods, such as the Bitcoin mid-June $10,000 price surge. Now, the developers have also built their own cold wallet system, which assigns an independent deposit address to each user so that all assets are kept in cold wallets or offline, PHEMEX said in a statement. Now, I wonder how strong they're going to be against hacking, though. You know, that seems to be the weakness of the exchanges, right? Not so much how they keep it, whether or not they're insured, what's their plan if they get hacked. Like, the question here is, how safe is this exchange, right? I mean, it sounds too good, but again, I've never used it before, so I'm not sure, like, really how good they are. If like 1 millisecond is unnoticeable, if it's like 100 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds, you're probably not gonna notice it, right? It's just too small of a time frame, right, for it to be noticed. I would say even if it goes in a second, it's still too small of a time frame to be noticed. So again, I'm still battling here with the... Yeah, there we go. It loaded now. Sorry, guys. I was fighting with this for a little bit. Here we go. We'll put another track. We'll put a new track in here. Let's see if this wants to play ball now. Now, apparently, Spotify now has loaded. So, Just waiting for it to actually play, and it doesn't want to. Awesome. Anyways, interesting to see how this works. I don't have that exchange, and again, Spotify went offline again. But yeah, we'll see once if I'm able to get access to it, etc. See how it trades. I mean, again, if there's not people trading there, it's not really going to matter very much, right? It's going to be illiquid. Don't matter how quick it is. You want to have people to have volume traded there. Now, on to the next article. Bitcoin crashes after a sudden leap, and that's part of the title because that's exactly what Bitcoin did today. We'll talk about that once we get to the market section of the stream. Now, it says that yeah, we know it went up almost 1,000, then it just crashed all the way back down. Now, I was interested in this article because I wanted to see why that happened, right? But again, articles like this I hate because they really don't give you the data. It says the reason behind the latest Bitcoin price move was not immediately clear, although earlier today some 400 million worth of Bitcoin was moved between wallets, according to a bot that tracks big trades. Probably a well alert. But again, so what? It just says that it puts the December Santa rally in jeopardy. There's really not much else going on with this article, man. It's just BS. It's just a BS piece of writing. Again, I'm surprised that it made it to Forbes, and I'm even more surprised that they didn't state the reason of that move to the upside and that crash again. So again, not the best article, not the best piece of writing in Forbes. I just wanted to touch base on it because I believe the title was interesting. It certainly hooked me, but then again, it was really nothing there. Anyways, the correction from this year's peak is currently 48%, and analysts are suggesting that it's not over yet. Chances of a Santa rally are dwindling as the asset looks set to dip into the 6K region again this week. They're keeping no recovery until a halving approaches in 6 months, and then it may even take a while to gather momentum. On-chain data has been used to analyze estimated cost basis. 45% of investors are currently in the red. CIO of Point Slope Capital, Chris Rossi, has been looking at the figures and they do not bode well. He's stating, well, it has been quite a drawdown from the 13K top in June. I still expect slightly more pain to push that number close to 50% until we trend up again. A 50% figure would have Bitcoin price at around 6,000, which is where a number of technical analysts expect it to go. Mid 5,500s could also be possible, as it is just where Bitcoin held for about a month before actually initiating its rally to 13,800. Now, Rossi speculated that the largest capitulators have been those that bought the top. This was exactly what happened after the massive boom in early 2018. Day traders dumping for fear of losing too much. Now, he is actually saying this on a tweet. Biggest capitulators during the drawdown period have been top buyers. Approximately 12,000, recently buyers at 7.5 to 8,000, and people locking in profits from catching the early bottom, maybe 3,000 to 6,000, right? Anyways, a scary thought is another big sell-off initiated by those that bought Bitcoin during the depths of crypto winter when it spent 5 months trading below 6,000. Now, it stands to reason that anyone lucky enough to get to the bottom, or bought at the bottom, which was like below 3,200, on December 15, 2018, would have been selling on the way up and would not have waited until now to offload. Now, a higher low is expected, which could confirm that the long-term trend is still intact. And Bitcoin, awesome, dude. We got a new subscriber. Thank you, Michael Alexander, for subscribing, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Anyways, if Bitcoin drops back to the 3,000 zone, the bear market has started almost 2 years ago, and it would signify that it's not over, man. So on to the next article, man. If you haven't seen us before, we do a segment for news, and then we jump into the technicals. So right now we're on the news segment, and I have 4 more articles to get through, and then we'll do the technicals for the market, right? Anyways, in 4 days' time, we're gonna get the Istanbul fork, right? The hard fork, which will implement upgrades to the blockchain, and it's just basically one of the main upgrades that we're gonna get. Unfortunately, though, not all participants in the Ethereum network are ready for the upgrade. Quadency, a cryptocurrency trading platform, recently observed that, according to a cryptocurrency analytics site, the majority of nodes running the blockchain, some 60%, are not ready to run Istanbul once the network goes live. So apparently it's 62% of Geth client nodes and 58% of Parity client nodes are not ready to be exact. Now, Due to the shortage of nodes running the updated software as this hard fork approaches, the Ethereum community has called for operators of nodes to update their clients to avoid consensus issues. Now, it is important to point out that there may not be consensus issues if everyone updates to the Istanbul fork. Now, is it bad that they haven't updated? Yeah, man, everyone should be upgrading to this. If not, they're going to cause a lot of problems on the network, and there could be validation issues. Again, if you're going to hold XRP, I know one of the wallets was saying that they're going to do the upgrade, and that it was going to take a couple days, maybe hours. So I actually went on Twitter, and if you follow me on Twitter, I did post that article, and I said, look, guys, be safe. If you trade in this wallet and you want to do trades in these days, make sure you move your money from there. That way it does not get blocked when they're doing their upgrade, and then you don't have access to your funds. Again, we might start seeing a lot of sites that are starting to do the upgrade, and they might not have the downtime to do it, right? So you're going to be forced to do it at some point in time. Just be careful that if you're holding Ethereum, whatever you're holding it at, you're not going to get screwed by them taking down the site or taking down Ethereum part for maintenance, and then you're really locked out of your account for a couple minutes or hours or however long it takes, right? Anyways, on to the next article. Now, Ripple's partner Moneygram now uses Visa Direct to enable instant cross-border payments. Now, Visa Direct is a real-time payment service that lets the customers send money directly to one bank account with the help of a push payment technology. Now, it powers payment apps such as Square and Venmo, and approximately half of the payments that are made by users on Uber and Lyft. Now, in the press release, MoneyGram proudly states that it lets U.S. residents transfer funds using Visa Direct. As of now, the company's customers can make cross-border payments to Spain and Philippines, but more countries are expected to be added in the future. Now, this is an exciting time for us as our business transformation continues to move at a rapid pace as we seek to accelerate digital growth and deliver streamlined customer experience. That was said by Alex Holmes, the MoneyGram CEO and chairman. Now, we know that Ripple controls approximately 15% stake in MoneyGram after they finalized the $50 million investment. And after a successful start in Mexico, MoneyGram is expected to use Ripple on-demand liquidity in other regions such as Europe and Australia. Now, the thing I don't like about the article, even though it's about Ripple, it's kind of related to Ripple because Ripple has stake in MoneyGram, is the fact that they're not using a Ripple solution, man. They're using a Visa solution that is not using Ripple technologies. It's not really using, I don't think it's using blockchain technology for that. But we'll see as that keeps on going on, right? Again, interesting to see how they're going to handle this, how Ripple's going to take it, and how the transactions start to run through. And then we'll see if they're actually competing with Ripple or not, and see which one MoneyGram could prefer the most, once this starts to go through, right? MoneyGram uses this mainly for remittances, again, likely remittances to Europe and Philippines, right? On to Litecoin. Litecoin mining power tanks to lowest in year following price plunge. Now, not really the best article. Prices for Litecoin have fallen to about $45 from a peak around $140 in June. And under the network's original programming design, rewards for mining new blocks of data were slashed by 50% on August 5th. Basically, it's something that happens every 4 years, and we know it as halving, right? Anyway, the combination of factors has cut the profits of mining Litecoin using the popular Silicon A6 Plus computers to basically $1.68 for 24 hours of operation, from $2.65 in mid-June, assuming a standard electric cost according to F2 Pool. So it dropped by $1 basically. And that is a slim margin for a machine that costs $3,000 when it's new, according to the manufacturer's website. Now, operators that are using an older model, a less powerful, like an Antminer L3 computer, are currently getting a negligible profit, right? Like 6 or 7 cents per day. That is very little to be running a machine the whole time, right? Anyways, F2 Pool mining profitability calculator shows that. And so many smaller Litecoin miners are now simply choosing to drop off the network, evidenced by a decline of more than 70% since July in the network's hash rate, which measures the combined computing processing power of all the operators. Now, on November 30th, Litecoin hash rate touched $149.60, 149.60 terahashes per second, which is the lowest in a year. Now, Steve Tsu, the CEO of RR Mine, a Bitcoin-focused asset management and trading platform, said that it said on a LinkedIn message that many operators on the Litecoin network have been using the L3 machines, and the recent market moves have tested the shutdown price. Now, it is likely that some miners in China dropped out of the market recently as like the rainy season tapered off in regions where they rely on hydropower, so their electricity is going to be a little bit more expensive, and they're not going to be as useful to run those like machines that are make marginal gains, right? Anyways, under Litecoin protocol, mining new units of the crypto automatically adjusts to become easier when the hash rate falls, which is a mechanism designed to lure in operators in following a sharp price drop or a cut in rewards. And that is what's happening right now. Litecoin mining difficulty recessed every 2016 blocks, or roughly every 4 days, to keep production times around 2.5 minutes. Now it is at the lowest it has been this year. So again, not the best. You want more hash power. It keeps the network more secure because it's more difficult to mine. Again, it's harder to hack. So again, we'll see how this keeps on developing for Litecoin. Again, not 100% on board with the project and what they're doing right now. Well, yeah, like I said, we'll see what they do, right? Anyways, on the Binance, this is the last article. After this, we go into the technicals. Anyways, Binance edition of the HTC phone, which is the HTC Exodus 1-Binance, I guess, is going to retail for like $600. And you can buy it with its equivalent price on crypto, which apparently is going to be Binance Coin and Bitcoin, and that was announced by Binance today. Anyways, Binance also giving 500 purchases an early adopter bonus of $100 in Binance Coin on a first come, first served basis, as per the announcement. And HTC's decentralized chief officer Phil Chen said that the phone is optimized for operating with Binance. So again, if you're a heavy Binance user, you might benefit from having this phone. HTC first released the Exodus 1 line of smartphones exactly a year ago, and among the features, it boasts a secure enclave, functions to act as a mobile hardware wallet, and most recently, HTC also launched the Exodus 1 variant capable of running a full Bitcoin node. The Exodus 1S actually. That's it for this, man. We're gonna jump into the technical section. Just give me 1 second, and we'll be right back. Awesome, we're back. Welcome to the technical parts of the segment or the stream. For some reason, this went way too slow. Before the stream started, I played both of the animations, and they were working good. Maybe it's the fact that I'm like outputting data and then recording at the same time. So I'm not 100% sure why they kind of stopped. Anyways, again, music cannot be played for some reason. Spotify is being a weird program today, and it's really not loading. It just gives me a gateway error. But everything else is working fine on my machine. So again, really weird. Anyways, onto I guess we're gonna jump onto market cap, right? What is happening? Yesterday, money flowing out of the crypto sphere, 1.57% from an opening of 193 billion, closing at 190.18 billion, a 3.02 billion move to the downside. Now, Bitcoin is right now market cap, sitting at 190.04 billion, a 143 million move to the downside, a 0.08% drop from yesterday. Now let's go on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. Yesterday gaining dominance 0.16%. Today gaining dominance still 0.21%. Yesterday from an opening of 69.12, closing at 69.18, sitting at 69.33 right now. Is it good? Is it bad? You know what my point of view in this is, man? I do want the market to be better divided. It's healthier for everyone. It's healthier for the environment. If you're a pro-Bitcoin or a Bitcoin maximalist, then you want Bitcoin to dominate. But again, there's different ways to dominate. Bitcoin could still drop to 50% and just have everyone else have a better piece of the pie. Bitcoin could still drop and hold 25% and have everyone else have a better piece of the pie, and the market would be better off, guys. Trust me on this. It's not good when it runs like this. This is like a monopoly. Whatever Bitcoin does, everyone else will follow. If Bitcoin tanks, the market will probably tank with it. So again, not the healthiest environment for the cryptosphere. Let's go into Bitcoin. It's sitting at $7,200, almost on the dot, $7,201. Basically gaining $1.02 today. from its opening a couple hours ago, a 0.01% move to the upside. Now, what is happening here? Let's see. We had a channel that we were tracing, right? Moving to the upside. We kind of broke it, started pushing to the upside, and then we reversed it yesterday still. So still closing within this channel that we had traced, this one right here. So we're still in a downtrend, let's say. The movement to the upside saw us almost touching this area of resistance that we have, right? The mid part of the old, smaller downsloping channel that we have here. Let's call it medium now. So this will be the smaller, medium, and then this will be the largest one, right? This will be like mama downsloping channel. Sorry guys, some reason my phone is ringing and I'm getting a really weird number there. There we go. So what's happening with this movement to the downside, right? We got it right now, sitting almost neutral, almost no movement, positive momentum, but again, slightly higher than the previous one, like this one. And I hate this because it just looks so small, and I have to do this all the time right now. There we go. Right now, right, we would be going from here to a slightly lower low, and we're going a slightly higher, I would say, on the momentum. Let's see, 8.57. 8.78. So again, not really. Slightly lower still. Just very, very slightly lower. Let me reset this real quick. There we go. So nothing going on with the MACD. Nothing going on with the RSI on the daily. So we're going to jump into smaller time frames to get a clue. Again, the cross that we had of the MACD over the signal line on the daily didn't really play for a large move to the upside. Sometimes we get these really large candles when we get those crosses. Right now, we are not getting it. Sitting sold at 63.21. So let's go into the 4 hours to see if we can get a better clue as to what's going on. Awesome. So we were creating divergence yesterday. We called it out while we were on the air. It was bullish. We still went down one more candle, and that's fine. Sorry, I didn't want to do that. We still went down one more candle. So we could have gone to here, creating that bullish divergence. We don't have it on the other side. We just had it here. Yes, we were starting to make that move to the upside. This was a healthy one, right? This was a regular one. This is what you expect to see after this bullish divergence. But this was just insane, man. Again, I wasn't expecting to see that large of a move. I was actually surprised. I was watching in the morning, right when the candle was going on, right? Like 7 a.m. or something like that. I got an alert from my YouTube that Crown was live, Crown Crypto Cave, and I went and watched what was happening, right? Because I wanted to see like why he was going live. I wasn't looking at the market still, and I noticed that he was saying that he was taking a position that he was also not expecting this candle. So it's weird when you see like also like really experienced traders like him and other experienced traders saying that they weren't expecting the move, then you know that it's not a reasonable move as well, because it had no fundamentals for this sharp move to the upside. Again, probably the same reason that we reversed it, right? It was probably some market manipulation going on, manipulating the price to the upside and then selling off, right? Anyways, we're not doing anything on the upper side, right? High, lower high, less positive momentum. Same thing happening with the RSI. Sitting at neutral right now at 43.80. And that positive momentum dying out. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. Now, we got this nice candle here. So from this to here, we got the cross, right, off the MACD over the signal line. And we got that nice jump, right, that nice large green candle that we sometimes get. Right now, we haven't crossed over yet. So again, I would be worried about getting a red candle if we get that cross. So not the strongest looking. We have talked about moves to the downside. 6,000 is certainly a possibility. 6,000 areas. And then we have this whole area of support resistance that we have ending at 5,800-ish. And then after that, yes, you can still drop farther down to that 8,500 area, right? Anyways, we do have another chart that we haven't looked at in a while. Maybe I cleared it. I'm not sure. It was on the daily. And yeah, I think it was one of those charts that I cleared or I deleted. Because I remember I had a wedge, a falling wedge showing. And then for some reason I no longer have it. Maybe I cleared that chart, guys, so I don't have it. We had a falling wedge, right, a large one from here to here, right? And then using this as a bottom as support. And we broke to the upside, but again, not getting those moves. So I have to retrace it. I can't remember which chart it was. Let's go back into the 4 hours, man. So in the 4 hours right now, we really don't have anything going on that we can call on divergence, right? Low, higher, right? Higher, low. So again, here to here, we're going slightly higher on the RSI as well. So let's go into the 1 hour and see what's going on there. On the 1 hour, awesome stuff, man. Price action to the upside, right? More positive momentum, nothing weird there. Now, the only thing I'm seeing here, certainly on the 1 hour, is that we also developed some sort of bullish divergence, right? This is technically lower than this, anything here. So you can see this, right? Lower than this. And look at where we're at on the RSI. We're, sorry, on the MACD histogram. We're going in as well. So if anything, if you want to go from here to here, right, you could go on your RSI from here to here and have that divergence, right? You don't have to trace both divergences from the same point. Now, keep that in mind. You can still grab this and say from here to here, right? And say that you were going from here to here. Again, creating that divergence as well, right? So you had divergence, right, on two different frames or so. So again, price action to the upside. We're getting it. This was regular, right? Then we hit that 20 minute. Then we got this massive, massive candle, really even breaking us through all the resistances that we had. And then we came back out and we wrenched here for a little bit between that 7,500 and that 7,429. Sorry, 7,531 and that 7,429. We bounced around this area for a little bit and we actually dropped, undoing the gains that we had on the previous long candle. Now, market resuming just where we left off. So if you wanted to, it's a weird thing to see, but again, if you wanted to, you can't ignore this because it just blocked off. And if you like take it from here, it would be like you just had regular market motion, right? And then it just kept on going. That's it. We went back down to the same price that we were at. Again, bulls unable to sustain this. Unsure if this was manipulation. That's what I'm really pointing towards, because we undid it right after, right? So maybe someone wanted to get the market to pump, and then we got that massive move into a downside, right? So probably someone took a position and then took the gains and crashed the market, right? Again, not the best looking, man. That's going to be it for this, man. That's what I'm thinking is happening. Again, we have expansion of the Bollinger Bands, sitting below 20 MA. Fell again below this this one here, right? I just moved it. Oh, fuck, I deleted it. There we go. This one, right? The smaller, or medium, we call it now, downsloping channel. We fell below it again, and yeah, back into this other channel that we had. So let's wait and see how this keeps on developing for Bitcoin. Right now, nothing else going on. We're sitting neutral on the RSI at 41.45. And that's it for this. Let's go into Ethereum, man. Yesterday, throughout the stream, I didn't have any dinner, so I brought a small snack that I can eat with. I see the stream is going to probably like go longer than usual. So what's going on with Ethereum? Yesterday, gaining a little bit of dominance, 0.36%. Right now, losing it, 0.34, sitting at 8.29% of market cap. Not the best when Ethereum is losing dominance again. We want Ethereum to be higher, all the other coins to be higher, so that Bitcoin loses a little bit of dominance and the market is balanced. We want balance here. Anyways, Ethereum sitting at $144.78. What is happening with Ethereum? Well, we rejected again this sideways moving channel. I'll just keep it sideways for the sake of this. Anyways, we were here, right? We tried to break back in. We rejected. We kept on dropping today. We actually went up and touched it. That movement to the upside got us there, and then we were rejecting again, so causing a very real resistance, right? Let's see what's going on here. Lower low, more negative momentum. That's fine. Even if we wanted to go all the way back here, we're still making more negative momentum. So nothing really developing on divergence that is bullish to merit this move to the upside. Right now, we're going to the downside again. Nothing on the positives for this to happen. So again, nothing really we can call here on the daily. Sitting sold at 33.23. So let's go into the 4 hours. Where is Ethereum at on the 4 hours, man? See, same movement that Bitcoin did, right? Up, reverse. Contraction happening on the Bollinger Bands a little bit. Got this move to the downside, then we try to move to the upside again and undid it. That's why we don't have any expansion here on the Bollinger Bands on the 4 hours. If we're not right now, but we were creating that divergence still here, right? We, after the stream ended, we went off the air. We still created this divergence. Right? We said it was developing. We could have kept on developing. So this would have been a good in, right? Because we could have seen at least this candle, this move, and then this would have been a good exit, maybe, right? I kind of talked about this with Litecoin, I think. I told you where I would take a position and where I would exit. So again, maybe the position would have gotten canceled. I'm not sure where I placed it at. We'll see it when we get to Litecoin, and we'll see how it would have played out. Because yesterday I told you guys I would have taken a position, but I'm not really feeling the market right now to put my money in it. So we'll see how that would have played out, right? Anyways, same thing happening. Nothing really going on except for this divergence right now, making a higher low, right, with less positive momentum, less negative momentum. Sorry, and same thing happening here on the RSI at 41.06. Nothing really going on, just reversal. So let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, cool. We had divergence again, price action to the upside, bearish divergence, hidden bearish. Price action to the downside. Cool. We were around here during the stream last night. If I'm not mistaken, we were right on this candle, 9 p.m., maybe 10 p.m. by the time we were done. So what happened from here to here? We still went down, again creating slant divergence within our chart, right? So we were going from here to here again, slant divergence, right, on the MACD histogram. Movement to the upside, that positive, higher than our previous one, even than our previous one. So again, just going with the market. Nothing wrong here, nothing bearish. High then lower again, that's fine. No divergence here, bearish. So let's go here. Let's see, low, lower low, more negative momentum going on. That's fine. And this was at 36, 0.36 negative, 0.34 negative. This is technically still higher than here, and we're still making a little bit less negative momentum. So really no divergence going on right now that we can call out, at least on the histogram. Now I'm going to look at the RSI and see what's going on here. We had this same divergence develop here on the RSI, right? This bullish divergence that would have merited a price movement to the upside. This was healthy. This was normal. Again, hitting that 20 main. Then we just went ballistics for a second. This has me believe that at least we went out here and maybe hit something overbought on the RSI before we actually came back down. And we're here again. Now, lower than our previous low. Sorry, lower than our previous high. So also going down here. Movement to the downside again. And we're still high. So again, nothing really bearish, nothing that I can call here on the Ethereum 1 hour chart. So I just want for something to develop. Again, this just started to develop after an impulse down, upsloping consolidation, right? Or triangle, if you want to call it a pennant. Would have been something like this, I guess. Right, something like that. And that would have seen you usually price continuation. You got the small move to the downside again, but it is too small for it actually to be a pennant. So again, if you want to look for something, that would have been it. But again, not really confident right now as to where this is going to go because we're facing with this indecision, right? We rallied to the upside and then we undid that. So again, indecision going on in the market. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. Let's see if we can get any other signals to happen at night or something, and then we'll figure it out from there, right? On to Ripple. Ripple on the daily, yesterday losing dominance, 0.82%. Right now, losing dominance still, 0.77%, sitting at 4.89% of market cap. Usually, Ripple is best if above 5% of market cap. Right now, sitting a little bit bearish for my taste. Also sitting low at 21.23. Again, coming down to this area. Remember what we talked about? I think it was this area. It was somewhere around here. And I said, look, man. Okay, I'll say look to things. We want to come somewhere around here to make another wick, maybe a close that was really close to this, and we could create a sort of double bottom. Look for that bullish sign. I kind of mentioned that yesterday. So if you were following us yesterday, you've probably seen me do this or talk about this at least, and I deleted it again. Right now, this is still not confirmed. This is still going down. So again, this can be undone. So I'm looking for a sort of double bottom to form so we can see this W shape, and then we might see that price action to the upside. Again, December, the thing that December has going on that other months don't have going on is that a lot of companies pay their Christmas bonuses and year-end dividends. They end up paying compensations, etc., that you could be that you can have from working in those companies, right? So a lot of people end up having a lot of cash in their pockets, and sometimes they want to put it somewhere. So again, sometimes they put it into crypto, and that's why we have those December rallies, right? That's one of the reasons that we have those December rallies. Again, not saying we're going to get it. I'm not going to say we're not going to get it. But again, people have more disposable income that they want to put somewhere that it will give them a nice return. So we might see money flowing into the crypto sphere if everything holds. Now, what else is going on here? Let's see. We were looking for this divergence, right? We still have not made it. We were here yesterday. We were here today, still making that divergence on the daily. Potential reversal, right? However, this can still drop all the way down to here, meaning price could still come all the way down to here, or even to this line. Create that divergence still, and then we try to bounce from there. Again, just be careful with your trades, guys. Play it smart. We're seeing indecision here, right? Positive candle, very small. Sorry, negative candle, almost positive. And then indecision on these candles as well, right? So let's see what else. We're sitting oversold at 27.89. Again, Ripple on the daily. Look at this. No one went this hard down. Look, Ethereum. Look how much it did. Almost nothing, right? A 1.3% move. Bitcoin, a 1.42% move. Ripple looks much larger. Let's say 2.36% move. It's almost 1% more than everyone else. Again, Ripple is like Bitcoin coughs and Bitcoin catches more insane flu, pneumonia type of stuff, right? Again, we talked about this before, man. It's something that really pains me to point out because Ripple is one of the projects that I believe the most in because of the use case. But look at where it was in December, man. 27 cents. Look at where it's at now. 24 cents. Every other asset is still holding better, man. Look at this. December, man. 2018, sorry. 81. Sitting at 144. Almost. Just plugged in. What up, bro? Hey, how's it going, Anonymous? Thank you for being here, brother. Almost double up, right? I mentioned this before. I mentioned this, I think, last year as well. Look at Bitcoin, man. 3,150. Over 50% up. Ripple has just been taken. It has had the living stuff beaten out of it, right? Again, we're creating this divergence. Let's hope it plays out, man. On the daily, it just takes longer to play out. So again, just watch out for this. See how it keeps on developing, and we'll take it from there, right? Are we doing divergence here? Yes. Also, we do have it. I forgot to trace it yesterday, but we do have it here on the RSI as well. I'll just make sure it stays here on the daily. There we go. Awesome. So that's it for this on the daily. Let's go into the 4-hour, man. Sorry about the new music. I'm getting a timeout request and like bad gateway errors from Spotify. Apparently now it's loading again. So let's see if it wants to play this track. No, I push play and it just doesn't go through, man. Play something. Yeah, I don't really want to play ball, man. Having problems with Spotify tonight. So sorry, guys. No music, just my beautiful voice of a choir angel speaking here to you. So yeah, not much I can do there. So what's happening on the 4 hours, man? Well, we were here yesterday, I think, December 3rd, yes. We called divergence, right? Bearish. Price action to downside, right? We seen this play out, I think, when we were live yesterday. Yes, we were somewhere around here. I talked about that. Yeah, we talked about coming back down to test this area again before. And look, lo and behold, we tested it. We tested the waters a little bit deeper. Then we bounced off because Bitcoin bounced off. So this is Bitcoin's movements, guys. This is not Ripple doing anything. Chatter for 1.5 billion XRP left wallet. Verify. 1.18 XRP left. Which wallet? Do you have the wallet address that I can trace? Maybe I can verify it that way. I haven't looked for that one. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I have a small snack here on the side. I haven't had dinner yet, and I did bring something in case the stream drags a little bit longer. Plus, lunch was really early today, so a little bit hungry by this time, like 9 p.m. So, awesome. Let's see what's going on here. Moving to the downside, right? This is from the 1 hour, so I'll just send this back again. Sometimes stuff doesn't want to stay where it wants, where I'm sending it to, and then sometimes it does want to stay there. So, weird stuff, right? Not now. There we go. We almost came to this high. Let's see. Yes, we went slightly higher. We also made slightly more positive momentum. So again, no bearish divergence, right? Higher price, more positive momentum. That's fine. Higher on the RSI. No bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Why are we breaking down? Again, potential market manipulation of Ripple. Sorry, not Ripple. Bitcoin. XRP is still not the best performing. I'm still worried about this. No reason why we couldn't come down here and retest this area, right? Again, low, negative momentum, lower low, less negative momentum, nothing really going on here. Also in the 4 hours that I can trace. For divergence, look, we got this cross, right? And we've talked about this cross happening. We do get those large movements. And then we cross here again, and look, we got that large movement. Sometimes those bars come with the crosses. Look, here we got a cross of the MACD under the second line, right? The blue under the orangey line. And then we got this nice red candle coming in. Ripple's escrow wallet since 2017. All right, cool. Yeah. So the 5.1 billion that left the wallet, I think that was from like the first, right? That's what you're talking about. That's the escrow release that they have every year. So not worried about that. However, Ripple did put that back in, and we covered that yesterday in the news. Um, Ripple did take that 5 billion and put it back into the escrow. They put it in trenches. They put in like three payments. The largest one being 500,000 or 500 million or something like that. I can't remember. But again, they did put it back in three parts back into the escrow. I'm not sure if they took it out again today. I didn't see anything about that. But if you're talking about the December 1st, I think we covered it yesterday or 2 days ago. Yes, it came out, but it went back in. If that's the one you're talking about, let me know. Because yeah, they set it back in, so it's nothing to worry there. Yeah, so nothing here in the 4 hours, man. Sitting sold at 38.78. So let's go into the 1 hour, man. I hate it when there's nothing to chart. Again, not the best looking. Look at Ripple, man. Movement to the downside, and then it just kept on dropping. Look at everyone else. Ethereum. At least it put up a small fight. Look at Bitcoin. Putting up a small fight, right? Trying to hold. Ripple is just like weakness, man. It's like moving to the downside and then just like kept on moving down. Again, the only positive thing about this, now, like I said, I'm trying to be as neutral as I can, right? But also realist. The only thing I can see here is that you're making kind of this, dude, like a down sloping consolidation. Again, that is usually this will be a bear pull bull flag, right? So you would expect to see a price to the upside. I'm not sure how strong it's going to get, but again, you should expect a movement to the upside from this. Now, higher low than the previous low. Again, not creating divergence yet. No reason why we can come down here, right? Create a much lower low, not even get anywhere close near here, and then create that divergence that we need for this to pump. That's it for this, man. Sitting at 37.42 on the RSI. Nothing really I can trace, man. High, higher high, right? High, higher high. Is this higher high? Yes, slightly. So more positive momentum. High, higher high, higher on the RSI. And then the bottoms, low, higher low, less higher on the RSI, and lower negative momentum. So less negative momentum. Again, nothing really else, nothing really much I can trace except for this. And then I would expect for this to break to the upside. If we do move to the upside, we might get touch that 20 MA. And we'll figure it out from there, man, because I'm not too confident on XRP right now. Yeah, that's it for this. I'm going to go into Litecoin. The market's not looking really good right now. There's really nothing I can trace in the short term because no one is making anything interesting. And everyone is like a copy of the other one. What's happening with Litecoin dominance? Litecoin dominance yesterday gaining 1.32% right now, losing 1.62%, sitting at 1.49% of market cap. Again, what is happening with Litecoin? Litecoin moving down today on price. Sorry, yesterday. So today, 0.25. Again, today just opened a couple hours ago. So sitting at 1.57 negative right now. $43.99. Looks like a good discount. Again, we do have this movement. But look at Litecoin, man. Even Litecoin held better than Ripple, right? And Litecoin has a lot more problems than XRP. It doesn't even have that much adoption. Anyways, something that I can tell, right? Yesterday when we were doing the stream, we were somewhere around here because I remember saying the same thing. We were almost neutral on that price. Again, stuff that can happen. And I kind of pointed out yesterday, right? I went like this. And then I remember going like this and saying, look, you might develop that divergence if this comes a little bit lower. And you close it, you develop that bullish divergence, and then you might pump to the upside. You would also have it on the RSI, right? Again, sitting sold right now at 32.05. Nothing really from yesterday. Just kind of undid yesterday and losing a little bit today. That's it. Nothing really interesting happening. Nothing I can trace on the daily. Let's go into the 4 hours, man. Now, if you're following me yesterday, I talked about an in on Litecoin. And I talked about this move to the upside as well, man. I don't have it right now, but I'm 100% positive that I talked about that. Just give me one second. I need to check something out real quick. Awesome. Here I found it. It was just very quick. I wanted to go check. It was killing me not knowing what I had said yesterday. The point that I pointed out for the low, and then the entry point, right? The exit point. So again, we'll see this. So I had set my stop loss at 43.21. So I set it at 43.28. Let's see if that would have played out, right? 43.28. I don't think we even hit it. We hit 43.68. We didn't come down here, right? 42.68 would have been somewhere around here where I would have placed it, I think. Right? Anyways, that's the entry point that I had traced. 43.28, sorry. I went slightly lower, much lower. 43.28, somewhere around here. That's where I had it, right? Let's say this is where I had it. That's close enough to where I had on the video. Now let's see where I said I was probably gonna exit. Awesome. So I had set around 45, right? And look, we went up and actually hit all the way to 47. So I wasn't really too far off when I was telling you guys that the move was going to come in, right? I wasn't really expecting it to go that high. I was expecting it to go here, man. 45.25. Look, this candle, this would have been my exit point, right? So I had it yesterday, man, and I said 45. That was my exit point. So again, I was going to take it because I wasn't 100% sure what Bitcoin was going to do. But on Litecoin, that move was a easy to see for me, so I pointed it out yesterday. So again, if you took advantage of that, again, like I said, it's not trading advice. That's just what I would have done, and for me, it would have played out. But again, the market being bearish has me a little bit more taking closer positions. Usually, when I'm 100 more than 90. 85% sure that it's going to play out, I would usually take it. Again, Bitcoin wasn't really giving too good of a sign here. If I would have stayed up, this would have played at like 2 in the morning for me. So from like anywhere from 2, actually, yeah, at 2 in the morning, right? That would have been my move to $44. And then I would have exited at almost 4 in the morning. And I did need to get a sleep, man. Yesterday I was burned by the time the stream was done. So again, for me, I wasn't going to stay up to make a couple bucks, right? It was a short move. Went up from 44, or from 44 almost to 45.25. So again, a dollar and change move was not really going to keep me up all night. So again, this one I was expecting. So again, nice move here. A reversal, just like it happened, then reversing this other one as well. So again, just sitting at where we were at before the market started. Nothing else developing here. Still not lower, but at least it looks as if we're sitting right up here. Let's see, the opening was 44.03. Right now we're sitting at 44.01. It is slightly lower right now, but again, you could still go sideways here and say you're creating bullish divergence again. However, this negative momentum island just starting to develop. We're getting this cross off the MACD under the signal line. We usually get those large candles come in. So again, just be careful with that. And we might get this going on here as well, right? We had this one come in, and we got that nice large move to the upside. Anyways, sitting sold at 39.40. That's it. Let's go on to something else. The 1 hour, man. Now, this is from the 4 hours. I just traced it, so go back to the 4 hours. And you also go back to the 4 hours. Awesome. So what's going on here, man? Let's see this. We're sitting slightly higher right now. So again, no divergence from here to here. Also, I think it's slightly lower. Yes, we wouldn't even make divergence right now. If anything, we're creating a sort of you could you can just go sideways here for sake of argument, right? Because it's very very close to hitting it, and you would be going also slightly lower. So if anything, you're not really creating divergence. If this comes back in a little bit, you would be creating some sort of a bullish divergence, but it has to go in quite a bit. This if this retreats a little bit more, right, and you go opening, you will create that hidden bullish divergence. That would mean price continuation, right? And you might see a small pump to the upside. Right now, unsure as to what the market is going to do. Again, we have this consolidation starting to drop down again. Sitting at 36. Yeah, 36 on the RSI. So we're sold. That's it for this, man. Let's go into the let's go into Binance. Binance dominance on the daily. What's going on? So yesterday gaining 0.64%. Right now, gaining 1.06%. Sitting at 1.26% on market cap. Price off Binance $15.28. What's going on with this, man? So we had a move to the downside again. Yesterday, losing a little bit of price, 0.83%. Right now, gaining it 1.04, sitting at $15.28. Again, nothing really going on here that we can trace, man. Just slightly higher than here still. Less negative momentum, also slightly higher on the RSI. So let's go into the 4-hour, man. Here, what are we doing, man? Again, we're creating some sort of divergence, right, from here to here. I didn't call it out yesterday because this developed after we were off the air. This was the 10 p.m. candle onwards. So again, from here to here going lower, from here to here going in, creating that bullish divergence. You would see this candle at least, the regular one, and then this was Bitcoin movement again. But look at the length of the wicks in this candle. It's insane to the bottom and the top. Anyways, moving up again, higher than the previous high, more positive momentum, also higher on the RSI. No divergence going on, so that's it for this, man. Just also moving to downside, just like Bitcoin, and recovering better than Litecoin and better than Ripple, right? Sitting above that 20 MA right now. That's it for this on the 4 hours. Not really much I can trace because there's really not much developing yet. We just undid yesterday, and right now getting a little bit more. That's it, man. Maybe continuing from this divergence, right? This is like a kind of like a scratch off and start off again, right? Like undo and then you do and then undo. That's it, man. It's just like continuation from here. That's the way I would say it, right? It's like hitting the pause button, you do some crazy stuff, and then you continue it from here. And it would make sense with all the coins almost, right? It would keep on going with the trend that you had. So what's going on in the shorter term? We're also going lower. From here to here, we're going lower. Also less on that RSI, creating that bullish divergence, right? From here to here, from here to here, right? Slightly lower on the RSI. Not so much on the RSI, but here at least we had the divergence. Price action to the outside. This would have been normal. This would have been regular. Then we had this long wick playing in. High, higher, high, right? More positive momentum. Here you had divergence, though. In the other charts, you don't have it. At least it's not that visible. You're going higher on your price, and you're going lower on your MACD, also on your histogram. So you're creating bearish divergence, strong price action to the downside. You got it to play out, and then you kind of bounce off here. Again, going. Let's see. Is this higher though? At price, I will call it at price. So it's a movement sideways, and you're going much lower on your RSI. So you're not creating any kind of divergence here. Are we doing something with the RSI? Yes, with the RSI, apparently we're creating divergence. We're creating bullish divergence, right? So from here to here, going slightly higher. And that would make sense, and that would probably justify this bounce that we're getting. Again, facing resistance at the 20 MA, failing to break it. On this candle, we rejected it. On this candle, we rejected it. And right now, we're trying to fight for it. I'm not sure whether or not we're going to get it. Wow, we went to the market in just some time, man. 1 hour. Market and news. That's awesome. If you guys want to look at something else, do throw it in the chat. We do have time. So let me know what you want to watch, and we'll check it out, right? Meanwhile, while you toss up the coins that you want me to look at, hit that like button, dude. We have 5 people in, and we only have 3 likes. We had a lot more people in. We had at least 10 people in through the stream. So if you're here and you haven't hit that like button, do it now. It's good for me. It's good for the morale. It gets me up and running. Get on back and look at Bitcoin real quick, see what's going on. See, Bitcoin, we were lower, so we don't have that bearish divergence, right? So we're just going with the market. That's what we said, so. Nothing really happened with the RSI. Sorry, guys. I'm PTGX. Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Anonymous. I'll look at PTGX. PTGX. It's is it this one? Protagonist Therapeutics, right? That's the one you want to look at. While I type yes or no, I'll start looking for news. Right, yeah, look at this, man. Just give me one second. I'm trying to find the news, man. See if I could justify this movement. Apparently had moving pre-market. Trying to figure out why. This one. I'm trying to look for the articles, guys. Sorry if the sound. There's no awkward. If there's awkward sounds, like I'm not having any music playing, so I'm trying to find data right now, so to justify these movements. Sorry about that. Let's see, FDA biotech rushed. Let's see if they mentioned this company, right? They're mentioning all the companies, so that this is just like a roundup. So I'm not sure if they're gonna mention it. And also PTGX. Okay, cool. I'll check for PTGX like that. Control find PTGX. See if they have any news for them. So they mentioned once only. Announced results from mid-stage study of PTG 300 transfusion dependent beta thalassemia. All right, cool. So look for this PTG 300 on the news. See if we can find something. That's from 2 days ago. No, I need something earlier. Let's see. This is from 18 hours ago. Maybe this is white pump, man. Maybe you had some. It's from December 3rd. So yesterday at. It was published today. Awesome. So okay. So on December 3rd, announced preliminary results for patients with transfusion-dependent beta thalassemia and in the ongoing Transcend Phase 2 open label study, PTG 300 dose-related drug exposure and reductions from baseline serum iron and transferrin saturation T's. Dose related. Trying to find something. Okay, conference call. Pronounced will host a conference call at 8:30 a.m. today, December 3rd. 2-axis live called out. Blah blah blah. Okay, but yesterday it fell. Right? Yesterday we had a move to the downside. So why did this drop? That is the question. Where's Bill? Okay, first let's look at the weekly. See if this was something that we could have expected. High, higher high, less. Okay, cool. So from this high to this other high, right? The major ones. You're making divergence bearish again. Price action to the downside. That's on the weekly. That's probably where you're breaking down, right? But again, if they were doing a new phase here, it's weird that we drop so much with good news. But again, out licensed cancer drug. Yeah, I'm guessing that's it, man. Let's see if there's anything here, man. Lower low, more negative momentum, most lower in there. It's like nothing on the weekly. Here we just had this divergence to have this move to the downside, and potentially this one here. And even this one's here. But today you got good news. Yesterday you got good news, and the market moved down. So again, why did this move down when the news were good? That's my question. That's what I'm trying to figure out. See if there's any technicals that would justify that move. Let's see. 24, 25, slightly lower. You could still call it sideways motion. And you would expect to have some sort of bullish divergence, right? And potential move to the upside, right? Even if I were here, man. Let's go there. And we got that move to the upside, right? So this was nice. This was normal, right? Up to here it was normal. It kind of gap down, maybe on speculation, right? Check on Yahoo Finance. All right, cool. Protagonist Therapeutics. That's the one. Yahoo Finance. PTGX. I guess that's the one. Protagonist Therapeutics. There we go. Just from yesterday, announced preliminary phase 2 results. So this is farther back, so I'm not gonna look at that one. I want this one. Let's see. I think this is the one I was looking at. It's from PR Newswire, and I think is this the one I had? No, it was from Benzinga. Okay, cool. Continues. Let's see. I'm trying to find something here. I think this is the same one that I had over here, man. Right? It looks the same. Sorry, this one over here. I guess this one over here. Where did I have it? I forget it. I'll look at this one. Yeah, finance. So this is about the drugs. That's fine. I wanted to get the results. The bottom line of the results. In the study, it was well tolerated and systemic adverse events were mild to moderate in severity and were typical of patients with TD beta thalassemia. These events were not dose related and did not prevent dose escalation. There was one serious adverse event of vomiting and confusion, and the most frequent treatment emergent adverse event observed was transient arrhythmia in 4 out of the 33 patients, 12%. Trying to figure out if there's anything else, man. Here, just to make data-driven decisions 2020 with the intent of choosing a fresh link on the okay. So I'm not gonna read the whole article. I'm guessing from what I'm seeing, or at least the small part that I'm seeing. Biotech is overall good buys on Q4. Yeah, I would say biotechs have had good moves. Again, not sure how long they're gonna hold them for. Right. Again, this was a reversal, man. It would have been a good in here. Again, not sure why it dropped yesterday. Even the news were not bad, they were also apparently not good. They were just like, yeah, we had some patients that got sick and some patients that are okay. And that's it. So I'm not really seeing why the drop, man. Maybe it's speculation. People thinking it was going to be bad, dropped it. Maybe people are not understanding the news, dropped it. And today it just recovered. Maybe I can't tell why, man. It was apparently from the fundamentals because you didn't have any technicals here that would justify this. But again, yeah, that's what I would credit it to, right? The fundamentals, man. Sorry, the fundamentals made you pop. But again, it's just weird, man. So it was a 72% move, or a total 3. Yeah, it was a nice move to the upside, man. Again, not really into the pharma market, so a lot of these things just like go over my head, unless you point them out, right? Do you have anything else you want to look at? Because this would apparently just be from that, and we don't have anything else going on, so lower, right, than the previous one, more negative momentum. So again, I'll go into the 1 hour just to see what happened here. The call was at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning, so again, it just kept on dropping throughout the whole day, and today it just scaled up again. So yeah, not much, bro. Not really much here that I can tell, right? That's it. Yeah, if you want to look at something else, let me know. I don't think I could see very, very short term would be this. Hidden. It is still developing though, right? So again, you still go up. But right now it seemed that you were making hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. You were in a downtrend. Tomorrow might be red for this. That's the only thing I can tell you, right? That's the only thing I can see. KOD, cool. We'll look at KOD. Is it a stock or a, yeah, I believe it's a stock, right? Kodiak Sciences, that's the one. Nice movement to the upside again. So 3 consecutive days of green. This is red, I think. Yeah, it's red. Actually, it looks green here, but it's red. I can see here it's negative, and it wouldn't make sense for this to be green unless you gap down and open up again. But again, wouldn't really make sense for this. So it's a negative, positive, positive. There we go. A 49%. Yeah, why is it? Is there something off with this? It says 49% move. Okay, from the previous day, I guess. That's just freaking awkward that it says that. Am I looking at the daily? Yeah, I'm looking at the daily. Okay, cool. 72% move from the previous one. Okay, so maybe you have news here as well. Announcing pricing of 276 million public offerings of common stock. That's probably why it pumped. Kodiak Sciences, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company specializing in novel therapeutics to treat chronic high prevalence retinal diseases, announced the pricing of an underwritten public offering of 6 million shares of its common stock at a price to the public of 46. Direct gross proceeds from the offering are expected to be approximately 276 million before deducting the underwriting discounts and commissions are estimated offering expenses payable by Kodiak Sciences. The offering is expected to close on December the 6th, so 2 more days of the offering subject to customary closing conditions. Okay, cool. Yeah, you probably pumped because of this offering, right? Yeah. Again, after the offerings come out, those that buy, yeah, yeah, apparently that's it, man. They put up more stock out there, right? And usually when people buy or when they come out, you usually get those impulses up, and then when they finish the offering, a lot of people start selling and taking profits. So again, after public offerings, you do tend to see the price go down. So let's wait until the 6th and see how they keep on doing. It's usually what happens, right? People like get it at a good price, especially if they're IPOs. And then you'll see a lot of people dropping as soon as the rest of the market comes in, right? So yeah, that would make sense for this, right? Technicals, you had hidden bullish divergence, right? You're going slightly higher, you're going lower on your negative momentum again, right? That's what would have happened here, having that price action to the upside. And yeah, that's it, man. So at least you were expecting to keep on moving to the upside because you're on a continuation. Your trend is upsloping on the daily. You don't have any kind of bearish divergence, right? From here to here, it kind of did have it, but it didn't play out too strong. Again, probably giving some validity to the comment I just made that you're being bullish, because this would have meant price action to the downside. And you apparently also have it here on the RSI, just different one, right? It's just moving sideways. So against your RSI, you will be making a weak divergence bearish, and against your MACD, you will be making a strong divergence bearish. So again, movement to the downside, it didn't play out too much, bouncing off that 20 MA, moving sideways, bouncing off that 20 MA, pushing up slightly more, again creating this hidden bullish divergence price continuation. You were gonna move up though, and then you just like skyrocketed on that and those news, right? Again, the fundamentals pushing this, not so much the technicals. Technicals did help though, but fundamentals did all of the work, and the fundamentals did the heavy lifting. Also, remember what we said, right? After those crosses, look, we cross here, right? The MACD over the signal line, we got a nice candle up. Not as nice as this one, but here again, we got that cross, right? Right here, you can see it if I zoom in a lot. You might be able to see it. Got that cross, and look, man, we got this nice impulse up. Again, stuff that usually happens, when we get those crosses. So again, the stock market, you can also see them, right? If I go here, you can see this cross as well, right? MACD was under the signal line here. Briefly, you cross over again, and then you get that nice candle up. I'm gonna go on the weekly real quick, just see what's going on with this one. Took me way back, and that impulse up really dropped here. So I'm gonna hide the Bollinger Bands real quick, so I can see the chart a little bit better. So nothing really bearish here. I don't have more data here going back. So again, that's as far as it goes. And I can tell you that from here to here, you're going higher, right? And you're also going higher. So you're really not developing any kind of bearish divergence. If anything, you could have said you had divergence to here, bearish, right? You were going slightly up. higher than the previous one, right? And here you went lower. Again, you got two red, and then you went up again. Maybe because you were pre going public or whatever. Maybe there was speculation, and that's probably why this didn't play out too strong. And also, you're probably in a bull trend. See, kind of went down a little bit. Maybe IPO happening around here. I'm not sure about this company. I have never heard of it. I'm not even sure when it came to life. So October 18, maybe you're going public, right? And like I said, usually after an IPO, you see a price drop. You still went down a little bit more. And you started to go with your uptrend. And today, really, this week, hitting a very, very nice green candle going on there, man. This candle being 109. 109% move to the upside, man. No one's going to give you that return. So you went from like $34 all the way up to $74, man. Very, very nice move. Again, on technicals, right? Not on, sorry, on fundamentals, not technicals. So you guys want to look at something else? I can't get Spotify to play still, man. Not really loading, man. Yeah. It's probably not going to play tonight. Spotify doesn't really want to play ball, so let's keep this rolling. I'm not sure if you're behind in the stream or not. But if you're not behind the stream, then if there's no more requests, I'm probably just going to call it quits for the night. I'm going to give it a little bit more time just to catch up. But meanwhile, and while that happens, I'm just going to go look at the Bitcoin again. I want to see what it's doing. It's doing nothing. We're getting a fight for this area, man. A lot of indecision going on right now. On this new candle, just whatever little time. Hey, William James, how's it going, brother? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Thank you for being here. I just noticed that you said what's up. Sorry, man. I was doing that other analysis for KOD, and I missed your comment. But thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Sorry if I didn't say hi when you typed what's good. Everything's good, man. I'm doing great. Having a blast doing this. We just killed the streams. Oh, not kill the stream, but just went through everything. So just waiting for you guys to decide whether or not you want to do something or look at something else, and then we'll do that. If not, then we'll just call it quits for today. But market doing good. Really not beating myself about not taking that position on Litecoin yesterday. I'm happy I didn't. Although I did call it out on the stream, and I said my potential exit target, and I just replayed it today on this stream for you guys to see that I wasn't joking when I said that movement was there and it was a potential. And at least we hit it with the first move to the upside that Litecoin made, and that second one was just icing on the cake. I wasn't expecting it, and but like I said, I'm not going to take a position right now in the market because I'm a little bit more bearish, so I'm playing a little bit more conservative, and I'm not really going to go for a quick buck right now. If I was to take a position, I would probably take it on something that is a little bit more sure that might impulse up. Yeah, I know market sucks, bro. But yesterday, this was really clear play, man. I called it out earlier today, so it was on the 4 hours, I think. No, it was here. Yeah, on the 4 hours. I was saying that maybe finding an entry here, right? I was in the 1 hours, I think. The 1 hour. Yeah, somewhere around here. I think I call it on the 4 hour chart. So I was talking about like coming in a little bit here, like at 40. That I would have placed my exit somewhere around here, 43.30, 28. So even farther down, that I can see somewhere around here, right? And that I would have put probably my exit around 45 on the dot. because I was seeing a move to the upside, potential move to the upside, right? Again, it was too short for me to like actually take a position. I wasn't really gonna put too much in it. I wasn't too sure the market was gonna go there, but Bitcoin wasn't really giving clear signals. Hey Benny, how's it going, man? Uh, yeah, good, man. Yo, what's up? I was talking about the move that I called yesterday on Litecoin, um, about it going up and hitting around $45. Here we got that $45 move, right? That $45 on a little bit higher actually, 45.24. But at least my exit was somewhere around this area. And then this just happened. Dude. This was just unexpected. I don't think anyone was expecting this because this one was not really a movement that anyone was expecting. It's down to 44, yeah. But again, my entry would have been here, right? And I would have played at least to here, and I would have gotten out at 45. That was my exit, right? So again, I would have probably stuck to my strategy. Anyways, this happened at 4 in the morning. I was not gonna be up until 4 in the morning just to make like a dollar and change move. It was just not gonna happen for me. So again, you don't even look anymore. Yeah. Thanks, Benny. Yeah, I've been right on many of the calls. Yeah, so again, this one was clear for me on the 4 hours, right? I could see it play out. I talked about it. I talked about the exit being around here. Like I said, this one wasn't expected. I wasn't even looking at. Like I said, I listened to Crown in the morning because he went live for a play he was gonna do on Bitcoin. I wanted to see what he was gonna do. Uh, Again, this one I wasn't expecting it. My exit was here. This was until I could see until the market, right? So I said maybe 45. Again, I'm glad I didn't go in. This happened in the morning, 4 in the morning. I was gonna be dead asleep, and then I didn't want to wake up and find it down here again. So the amount of money I was gonna make was gonna be very very little for this play. Once you take out exchange fees, etc. So again, for me, it was a no go. But I pointed out in case any of you guys wanted to take advantage of that. I just said it was not advised, but that was what I was seeing on the market and what it could potentially play out too. So again, if you guys, like I said, you guys do your thing, man. I'll tell you what I see, and you guys do what you need to do. You like it without the music? Okay. Is that a ticker that you want me to look at, Anonymous, or are you just saying all okay? I'm not 100% sure, man. Um, I don't like it so much without the music because when I stay quiet when I'm looking at stuff, it just feels awkward. And I don't know if you can hear the like dishes in the background. My wife's like doing the dishes. Um, if the music is too loud for you guys, let me know, and then I can turn it down a little bit more to where it's a little bit more mellow, and maybe you can hear me better. But then at least when I'm quiet and looking at stuff, you can still hear it, right? Because those awkward silences, I don't like them too much, man. I much rather be listening to something on the background at least. And I can't get Spotify to play today, man. It just keeps giving me an error. Um, yeah, I think it feels weird without the music, man. All K, man. I'll look at. I'm gonna look for all K. I'm not sure if you were asking. Okay, I'm thinking you were asking for a stock anonymous. So, if it's a ticker, just say ticker or something. So I'm sure I'm looking at something. If it's a stock, say ticker stock or ticker crypto. Then I can pair it to a USD. Oh man, this had a nice move to the upside, man. 44%. What happened with this? Including sale. Are they gonna get bought out by someone? That's the question, man. Let's look at this. December 4th, biotech company Alicos is considering strategic options that include potential sell. Okay, cool. Alicos is working with financial advisor and he's sounding out interest for potential buyers. Okay, so it wants to sell itself, right? Shares of the company close up near 4% on Wednesday. Our cool decision has not yet been taken by, and Alicos could still decide against a sale. Okay, they're going up on news, man. They're going up on fundamentals, right? News of them selling, it's certainly driving the price up, especially if they get a valuation that's higher for the company. That might make this go much, much higher depending on where the people are going to buy it, want to take the price at. So if they buy it at a premium, you're going to get a gap up still to that. So again, right now, let's see what you had here, man. Do you have anything? Yeah, right now you were creating divergence. So the movement was going to be to the downside, right? You were going up here. You're going down here. Again, you were going to get that potential move to the downside, right? You kind of got it here, stumbled for a little bit, went slightly higher still here, and created divergence again, right, from here to here. And from here to here, slant divergence though. And you here had it also on the RSI. So you're probably you were propping for a move to the downside. However, those news today brought you up, right? So that's what brought you up. William James, I still think we hit lower 5K next week in Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe, man. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying it's gonna be possible. We're gonna take it by steps, though. Right? I don't make price predictions, man. So 6K is certainly not outside the realm of possibilities. We covered that in an article today. But just let me finish this real quick, man. You don't have anything bearish again right now. This kind of killed it, right? You went higher, so again, higher than your previous high. So anything that was going on to here died with this candle on news. That's it. Not technicals, but news. Now let's go to Bitcoin real quick. Let's see, Bitcoin 6K. Yes, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, man. It certainly puts you back in this area of support resistance. Let me put on the daily. Maybe, there we go. That's the way I wanted to look at. Puts us back in this area of support resistance. Then we have 5,692 as a support here. And then after that, we have 5,500, right? So again, not really, like I said, not out of the realm of possibility. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing, though. Let me extend this a little bit more. There we go. Like I said, there's two ways you can look at this, right? You can come up here, or even up here, right? And consider this the touch point to here and here. Then you kind of bounce off that bottom part of the channel. That would seem to kind of make sense, right? You also have support here. But again, this I would need to fine tune to here, and then stuff would change a little bit. Again, having that support, not touching that bottom part of the channel. But again, sir, I do believe this looks a little bit better for that downsloping channel now. I was going to change it the other day, and then I decided against it on the fact that I liked it the way I originally had it because that's how it was playing out. But right now, 6,000 would certainly get us again on this bottom right now where I changed this to. So I'm going to reset it to the way I had it. Just because this is how it had played out. And it was showing nice resistances here and here. So again, very valid channel still the way I had it. And we're bouncing almost on that mid part. So again, that movement to the downside could certainly see you back in this area. Yes. Yeah, the wick just touched it, man. I think, I'm not sure. Let's see. On this exchange, it went to 7,080. Maybe in another exchange it did. Here it did. 7,091. So it didn't. Here. 7,087. No. I'm not sure which exchange you saw it. Wick touch it, but here we just have the lowest on the daily, 7,067, 7,080. So again, no, we didn't quite hit that 6,000. 6,000, higher 6,000s, right? Sorry. You let me know if there's any other stuff that you guys want to look at. I think I gained and lost a subscriber today. This guy came in earlier today. Michael Alexander Bekele. And then he went off. I think he subscribed, and then he unsubscribed. Then he said, "Thank you for the heavy lifting," and that's it. Because I'm looking at my sub count, and I'm still sitting at 157. So, yeah, unless I'm not seeing something else. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Trying to like see something over here. Do you guys let me know if you guys want to look at something else, man? I mean, I know it's awkward without the music. I don't want to keep this very, very awkward by me being quiet a lot of the time while you guys are just sitting there. So if not request coming, I think I'm just gonna end the stream, man. It's like 10:31 for me. So for some of you, it's like already 11:30. So yeah, yeah. It feels weird without the music for me. I'm still also today when I go off the air, I still gotta do stuff, man. I want to get more stuff into the channel. Um, just watch Bitcoin. Yeah, like I said, dude, that's why we look at Bitcoin first, right? Everything will follow Bitcoin. I am gonna get new stuff for the channel. I want to get a new bar that pops up sometime. I want to get some of those like subscribe and like stuff that actually move as elements and get rid of that Deadpool or other stuff. I'm not sure, man. I want to get different stuff going on here. So I do gotta go and like work on that once I'm off the air. So guys, thank you for watching. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Again, thanks for watching. Talk about crypto to your friends, to your families, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. We're a good, safe place to come and learn about crypto. We're very mellow. We're very balanced on the news. We're very balanced on the analysis. We do call the stuff that we can see happening sometimes. And we do tell you like targets to the upside and downside. I don't give you exact numbers, but I tell you like where you might find resistances. Again, you guys do you. I'll tell you what I see, and then you make your own decisions, right? That's how we roll. Again, that'll be all for tonight, guys. I do hope you have a great time. Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, Thursday. So, yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow.